No one could explain her final words until now. The hospice nurse, Maribel, had seen death come gently and cruelly, but nothing had ever felt like this. Nora Bell was 17 when she was wheeled into room 306. Her skin was pale, paper-thin, stretched over bones that looked too tired to belong to a girl so young. A rare, fast-moving neurodegenerative disease had taken her speech, her ability to walk, even her ability to blink, until the final 24 hours. That's when she started to speak again. Only no one could explain what she was saying. Her mother, Danielle, sat beside her, clutching the Bible she hadn't touched since her husband died 3 years earlier. Nora's voice had returned in sudden, stuttered bursts. But what she said wasn't in English. It wasn't in any known language at all. Ilaitava. Joe Murin. They recorded her. Transcribed every sound. Ran it through AI linguists, speech pathologists. Nothing. The nurses called it last light chatter. A phenomenon in some dying patients where neurons misfire like flickering bulbs before going dark. But it wasn't random. Nora kept saying the exact same sequence, over and over again. Danielle began writing the words down, convinced there was meaning, some desperate message her daughter was trying to pass through the veil before leaving for good. Then came the final phrase. Don't let her leave with him. Nora said it once. Clearly. In English. Then she flatlined. Danielle didn't sleep for 3 nights. Grief was a thick fog that swallowed the house whole. She kept hearing those words, the way Nora's voice changed, like someone else had spoken through her. The hospice chalked it up to delusion, a brain misfire, a mother's pain. But on the 4th night, while going through Nora's childhood sketchbooks for the funeral slideshow, Danielle found something. A page torn from an old notebook, shoved between sheets of butterfly drawings. It was a crude drawing of a man. But his face was wrong. No eyes. Just a dark, dripping void. And behind him, a girl with braids. One arm raised like she was waving or reaching for help. In shaky handwriting underneath, Nora had written, "He watches from the stairs." Danielle dropped the book. She stared at the staircase just outside Nora's old bedroom. There was nothing there. Just shadow. Silence. And the creak of a step. 2 weeks after the funeral, the hospice facility mailed Danielle a padded envelope. Inside was Nora's voice recorder. They hadn't even known she had one. Apparently, she kept it hidden in her blanket and clicked it on during the night. Danielle pressed play. The first few minutes were static. Then came soft breathing, a whisper. Then, Nora's voice. Only it wasn't the gibberish. It was her, speaking clearly. "Mom, I don't know how to stop him. I think he's in the house. I dream of walking down the stairs, but I never remember walking back up. I hear him breathing when no one else does. He keeps telling me to come with him. And I almost did. Danielle clutched the recorder so tightly it cracked. Then, one final clip played. "He said if I tell you, he'll take you instead." Click. Danielle took the notebook, the voice recorder, and Nora's final words to a folklore professor in town, a woman who specialized in sleep paralysis and cultural myths. The professor's face strained as she flipped through the symbols and phonetics. She didn't call it gibberish. She called it a protective dialect, a defensive chant used by children in certain indigenous tribes when they believed a night walker was near. A spirit, one that took the form of whoever you trusted, and then led you away in your sleep. The words Nora had said, Ilaitava, Joe Murin, Kinai, roughly translated to, keep the girl, take me, let her go. Danielle couldn't speak. Her daughter had made a deal, a choice. She knew she was dying. She'd bartered her life to protect her mother. And those final words? Don't let her leave with him. They weren't about Danielle. They were about someone else. 3 months later, Danielle started fostering a young girl named Mia, a sweet, quiet child who'd been in the system since birth. One night, Danielle passed by Mia's room. The door was open just an inch. Inside, Mia sat cross-legged on the floor, sketching furiously. Danielle peeked in. The drawing? A tall figure on the stairs. And behind him, a girl with braids.